the Bad Bunny performance at the Super Bowl. Now, I got mixed feelings about this because you see, I myself am learning the Spanish language. I'm Puerto Rican. I like Bad Bunny. And the thing for me is, I guess because of my heritage, it doesn't really seem that big of a deal to me. Him rapping, doing his performance in Spanish. But you know what? I think it's an underlying issue there. I don't actually think it's because he was doing it in Spanish. You know what I think? I think because Bad Bunny has been very politically vocal and is left wing, and the left wing politics in America is actually really extreme, and it's ridiculous. So him having an alliance with that is really what I think people are upset about. Because the Spanish language has always been in America. America had, after this American and Mexican War, right? I can't speak very well right now. A lot of the land, America basically won. And people were still speaking Spanish. Florida was originally a Spanish colony. The Spaniards were there first in South Carolina, I believe, set up a colony. That didn't work out, but they had a presence there in a lot of parts of the U.S. So there is an element, whether we like to admit it or not, of Spanish culture in U.S. culture to some degree. Trump had some comments, of course, but again, I think this is more based on his political side. It's not so much that he's rapping in Spanish, it's that he said that people should speak Spanish in America, and he's been on the side of the left actually trying to say it's the official language and things of that nature, and that's where I think he's crossed the line with a lot of people. Not me in particular. I don't really care that much either way, because I think Americans are naturally learning Spanish because there's such a large population, and I think America will end up being a bilingual nation anyway. Here's the thing, though. Whether you agree with the performance or not, the reality is that the Super Bowl is for customers who want to watch football. And TMZ, which is a left-wing show, did a poll and found out that over 67% of Americans preferred the Kid Rock performance and did not want to hear a performance in Spanish by Bad Bunny. Now remember, it's his political views, I think, is the real reason people are rejecting this. So you could say Trump is wrong, right-wing people wrong for saying extreme things. They could argue that. I could see the argument of them being over top about it, being ridiculous, understandable. But what you can't argue against is the customer didn't want to buy that product. And you know what? In this case, the customer's right. They're the ones buying the product. On that note, y'all take care.